This is episode 2 of the rank series where I try to reach top 500, but the twist is I'm only allowed to play light. Here is how it works. I analyze my ranked games by showing you my thought process and decision making to help you improve your ranked games. In this episode, we're starting off in Plat 3, just below top 1000. Let's get into it. Alright, so it's Vault 1, first round, and I see their entire team pad onto height, and look what happens. My teammates also go where they are. So now I know that they're going to focus my teammates, so I throw a gateway onto height, and look at all of them. All three of them are looking at my teammates. So this gives me the free chance to get a free pick with this off angle right here. Look at this off angle. Yeah, exactly. And then I get the pick on the medium, which means that they don't have any defibs. And look what happens. Teammate gets traded, so now it's a 2v1. Since I got the medium, they can't get any reses. There we go. Okay, so we're fighting Cash Out A, and a team comes up behind us, a third party. So really, we're just playing this fight like normal. I try to get a better angle, and I end up trading with this medium. So it's a 2v2. I get fibbed, they get fibbed, 3v3. Heavy gets rezzed, we're just stalling. Heavy is up, so now we're gonna push them. And since I was just able to trade, I get the kill on the medium. And yeah, since I was able to trade with the medium, sometimes that's all you really need to do to help your team, because if you just keep trading out, then you will end up winning the fight. And as you can see, the heavy's still alive. So since we traded so much, we were able to win the fight. This next clip is very interesting because it's all about staying alive on light. So I see this medium up here, and I try to get some shots on him. I'm not able to, so I decide to reposition to get a better angle. And both of my teammates die, so now I know that there's a light over there, light on my teammates, and there was a medium somewhere around here, so he pads up. I'm able to get the pick on him. 1v2, and I know the light's here, so I instantly look in his direction, because I know he's going to try to take the fight with me. Almost win the fight on that. So now there's a guy behind me, and there's a light over there. So now I try to reposition, so I could regen. And if you listen closely, the light also dropped down on my left. So that gives me enough time to regen and retake the fight with the light. So as you can see, the light is still kind of low. And I decide to fight this because he's just one bar. Get the trade on this, or I get the kill on this. Now it's a 2v1 and my teammates coin, right? I tell my teammates to coin. And this is where movement matters too. So as you can see, this medium red barrels me. I'm half, right? So now I don't want to fight this. So what I do is I just use my movement to escape. I just stair climb all the way up because I do not want to fight that. I'm just trying to stay alive as best as I can. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So then I go to peek another angle because now my teammate's here and now we can actually fight this. So, okay, I see this medium here and I didn't expect him to be here. So I don't want to fight that. So look what I do. I instantly dash away because I do not want to fight that. It's all about picking fights that you know you were going to win. Okay, so I go back into the fight. I see the medium again. I'm going to lose the fight now. So look what I do. I dash away. I do not want to die here. And I'm just playing fights that I know I'm going to win. So if I'm going to lose the fight, then I just dash away. Simple as that. See the light go up the stairs. Teammate gets light. And we're able to clean up. So unfortunately, we aren't able to get the cash out, but since we stayed alive, we didn't wipe or we didn't lose any money, which is going to give us a little bit more momentum. You're not going to win all the cash outs, but as long as you have momentum, that's all that matters. And make sure to stay alive on light too. That's also important. Now, since we have that momentum, we're able to get the plug early on 5, and that causes the other 3 teams to fight for 6. So now we're just chilling, really. Oh, and another tip is you never want to punch the C4. Just don't punch the C4. Okay, so now what we can do is we just set up on site. I just put a few holes in the roof. Now what we're doing is we're playing a spot where if a team pushes us, we're gonna be in a good position. Because look at my teammates. They're playing together and they're gonna focus my teammates first, which allows me to get a good off angle if they push my teammates, because they're gonna be seen first. And notice how I also have a gateway on our cash out, just in case. You always want to have a gateway on our cash out. So yeah, just one thing to note, light always plays off, medium heavy plays together. Rule of thumb, pretty much. So now that we got our cash out, we're in first place, which allows us to get any team we want in, and we get orange and we end up qualifying. So it's second round and I see a guy on height, so I do some damage to him. And I end up getting the free pick on this guy. So now what I do is I wait for a bit until my regen comes back. And as you can see, both of my teammates are about to die. So I decide to help my heavy out. I get another kill on that. And that puts me in a 1v1 with this medium. And now I have full res and I know the medium is low. So now what the medium expects me to do is just to push him normally, just like so. But what I do instead is I pop my gateway and I go on roof to give me a little bit more space to play. So what that allows me to do is be aggressive with this gateway, and I instantly go to where he was and get the free kill on him. Okay, so we're holding cash out A, and really what we're doing is we're just trying to find good angles. Another thing about light is you always want to find good angles. So for example, what I mean is, let's say we're fighting this team, and as you can see, they throw a goo up there. So I know that he's behind this wall, and I know he's probably running this direction, but what he doesn't expect me to do is peek this vent. So I peek this vent, and I get the free pick on him. If you just look for those unexpected angles, that's all you really need to do as a light. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm gatewaying 3 over, so I can put it in C. So I give it to my teammates, they plug it in, and since nobody's on our cash out, we could just set up site. So what I decide to do is I decide to put some gas on it. And another thing, you never want to punch the C4. Do not punch the C4. Just keep that in mind. I'm just popping gas barrels on our cash out in case a team comes, and putting more gas just to set up site a little bit. Yep, we're just putting gas. So whenever there's not a team actively on your cash out, you always want to help set up site. That's another thing you can do if a team's not pushing you. Okay, this clip is very interesting. So we see purple, pink, and I don't know, whatever teams are on 4, they're all fighting for 4. So I'm just getting free damage. But also keep this in mind. Obviously, I have my gateway on my cash out, and 4 isn't really that far either. So I'm just keeping my eye on 4 to see if I could maybe steal that box with my gateway. So I'm just chilling here. I'm looking for angles, and I decide to push up a little bit to get a better look. So it looks like pink has the box. And since purple and pink are fighting for 4, purple decides to fight pink. And that allows me to drop in and get 4 for free. So I right click my gateway first, and then I grab the box. And then I take the gateway, I plug it in, and we have a doubled cash out. So yeah, 30 seconds doubled cash out, we get 40k for free. Okay, so in this clip, we're trying to steal the box from the other teams, and we're just gonna double it just to make sure that we win the game. So now my team decides to let pink in because first of all, they have the least amount of money. Second of all, we felt like pink team was the easiest to kill since they had the least amount of mediums on their team. So now what I'm doing is I'm just holding for pink. I see purple stealing, so I get this guy off. All I'm doing is I'm applying pressure on the cash out so no team can steal. Yep, just shooting whoever I want and just trying to stay alive as much as possible. That's really the most important thing on light. If you just stay alive, that's all you have to do. So they're stealing again, and I try to get him off. I see this pink heavy, and I don't want to shoot this pink heavy because I want pink to get in. So instead, I look at the cash out, pop my thermal, and look what happens. Yep. Just defending the cash out, and we get pink in. Okay, this is the final round, and since we know that they're a double heavy team, I decide to swap on glitch nade because of the mesh shield and the dome shield. So keep that in mind. You always want to try to counter the team that you're playing against. Alright, so Vault 1, all we're really doing is holding height on them, and we're waiting for them to make a mistake. So we're just trying to hold them as much as possible. We destroy their util, get this heavy half. We're really just waiting for them to do something, and now look what they do. They push up to us. I have an angle here. Teammate has angle here. And look what happens. So I get some damage on them. I instantly unpeak because I don't want to die first. So I'm just trying to keep space and just try not to be risky as much as possible. I see this heavy here. Okay, and I take a really bad peek here because I'm all in the open and I take damage for free. So luckily I'm able to dash out, but you never want to peek in the open like that. Don't do what I just did there. And then I decide to gateway up to get an off angle. Gatewaying to get an off angle is the best thing ever to do on light. Just finding angles is what you want to be doing. So I'm able to get some damage, get one guy half, put in some more damage. I get him low. Okay. I missed the kill on the heavy because I ran out of mouse pad in real life. So yeah, that's I don't know what to say about that. But it doesn't matter because we just go back, and I know he went inside, so I just peek it and he's right there. But yeah, I ran out of mouse pad, which is why I didn't get the kill, so I'm just gonna blame it on that. Alright, so we're defending cash out A, and I see ping team below. So I see this heavy here. I get some damage on the heavy. And now I want to get a better angle on this, so I decide to drop down a little. And I see the heavy, I don't know if you guys can see, but I see the heavy below. I see the heavy right below me. Yeah, I saw the heavy right below there. So if he's one floor below and I see a red barrel in front of me, that only means one thing. I just get the free hole on the floor and I get the free beam on this heavy. So I get the free pick. And now what we're doing, okay, and then teammate gets another pick, as you can see. So now it's a 3v1, and since it's a 3v1, I know that they're gonna get reses now. So if they're trying to get reses, then you just camp their bodies. It's as simple as that. One body's over here, teammate just got a kill on that, so I'm just gonna camp my body and wait for the medium. Sure enough, the medium peaks, and free wipe. Okay, so in this fight, we're on the hospital cash out, and if you're playing light, you always want to look for an opening. So since they're playing double heavy, it's going to be really hard to push this. So I decided to red barrel to create an opening. I grab the orange barrel to hopefully create more of an opening. I blow it up. Heavy drops down. And I try to peek this heavy, but I don't know where he went. So I just reposition. And now look what happens. So I try to create an opening by getting damage on this heavy. But the issue is that since I killed the heavy, the medium is still alive. And since I didn't kill the medium, that means he could defib him. So really, I didn't really do much. I did create an opening, but it doesn't matter if my teammate is rezzing him. So that was a misplay by me. Teammate gets a res. Our heavy is low, and the heavy on the other team is still alive because I killed the heavy, not the medium. So medium kills the heavy. It's a 1v1 now. And we don't have time on the cash out. So, yeah, we end up losing this fight. So if I killed the medium instead, we would have had a better chance of winning that fight since they wouldn't have reses. So it's not really a misplay. I was just trying to create an opening and we didn't really have a chance in that fight, but it would have been better if I was able to kill the medium. This is the third cash out, and I'm just going to regroup with my team here. There's a heavy on me. There's about 30 seconds left on the cash out. So what I'm really trying to do now is I'm just trying to stall. Of course, I'm just trying to look for some angles, but I'm mostly trying to stall right now. And of course, I do have glitch nades, so I can't just get... So I'm just trying to distract as much as possible. And I just dropped down here to be a distraction. And it really doesn't matter if I die, because I'm just distracting, and that buys us more time. 5 seconds left on the cash out. And yeah, we win. So it doesn't matter if I died. I just trying to be a distraction. So now we win the tournament. 25-8. I would say that's pretty solid. I did get 18k combat. Yeah, it's all about finding angles and just trying to get free damage in where you can, all while staying alive. I would say that's the most important thing. Staying alive and getting free angles on lights, especially getting off angles with your gateway. So hopefully this video helped you out. We get about 1.1k. That puts me at 34. I played some off camera and I was able to get to 36k, which should put me at around top 900. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of these types of videos. If you want to help make these videos, or you just want to chat with the community, then I put the Discord link in the description.